Today we are going to do grade 9 science second lesson Eye and Ear part 1. Our environment is subjected to frequent changes. Our eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin preserve these changes that occur in our environment. Let us study about the structure and functions of human eye in part 1. Structure and function of human eye. The eye is the optical sensory organ in our body. Let us take a look at the cross section of human eye. Let's name them. Eye muscle, sclerotic layer, choroid, retina, fovea or yellow spot, blind spot, optic nerve, vitreous humor, ciliary muscle, lens, cornea, aqueous humor, pupil, iris. Eyes are located inside the orbits in the skull. Eye is fixed with 6 eye muscles to the orbit. Therefore, eyeball can move in vertical plane, horizontal plane, and circular plane. Here you can see in this picture how we can move eye in vertical plane, horizontal plane, and circular plane. In instances D, E, H, you can see eyeball can be moved in vertical plane. In instances D, E, F, you can see eyeball can be moved in horizontal plane. In A, D, G, E, I, F, C, J instances, you can see eyeball can be moved in circular plane. Hence, human eye has gained the ability of seeing a broad area. This is called as widening of the optic region. This table shows the information about the main parts of the eye. Sclerotic layer. White outermost layer of the eye. Light do not penetrate through it. Cornea. The sclerotic layer in front of the iris becomes thin, transparent and forms the cornea. Choroid layer. Inside the sclerotic layer is the choroid. Supplies blood into the eye. Retina. Inside the choroid layer is the retina. The light-sensitive rod and cone cells are located in the eye layer. Aqueous humor, a transparent watery liquid, fills the space between the lens and cornea. Transparent biconvex lens that has the ability to change its curvature focuses the image on retina. These are the information for lens. Iris controls the amount of light entering the eye. Pupil, the hole in the center of the iris. It allows light to enter and passes through the lens. Ciliary muscle, supposed to hold the lens, helps to change the curvature of the lens when necessary. Vitreous humor, a transparent jelly-like substance which fills the rear cavity of the lens, helps to maintain the spherical shape of the eye. Fovea or yellow spot, the sensitive part of the retina where the sharp image is formed. Blind spot, the area of the retina where light-sensitive cells are not located. Though light is focused, no vision is possible. Optic nerve, the nerve that connects the eye and the brain, convey the visual stimulus from the retina to the brain for the interpretation of the image. Let us see how the eye preserves visionary senses. Let us inquire the way that our eye functions to give us sight. To see an object clearly, light rays must be entered to the eye from the object. The rays diffract through the lens and converge to the retina, forming an inverted image. Then the nerve endings on the retina get stimulated and send a message about the image to the brain through optic nerve. Optic area of the brain interpreted it as an upright image. Our eye is a convex lens. In this slide, you can study refraction of light through convex and concave lenses. Here you can see a convex lens. The path of a parallel beam of light directed towards convex lens after refracting through the lens is depicted in this figure. After refraction, the light rays get convergent to a point. The point that collects light rays in front of the convex lens is called the focal point of the lens. The distance between lens and focus is focal length. Here, this is focus and this is focal length. Here you can see a concave lens. After the refraction, the light rays can be observed to be diverged. After the refraction, the light rays can be observed to be diverged as shown in the figure. Here the rays after refraction appear to come from a point called focus. Here, this is focus. The focus length is comparatively high in low convex lenses. Low convex lenses mean lenses with a less curvature, while the focal length is relatively low in higher convex lenses. Higher convex lenses mean lenses with a higher curvature. Here you can see a lens with the less curvature, lens with the high curvature. To get a clear image without changing the image distance, you can do these two things. The curvature of the eye lens should be reduced for distant objects. Reduced for distant objects. Curvature of the eye lens should be increased for a close object. Curvature of the eye should be increased for a close object. Ray diagram for an image formed from a far object on the retina of the eye. The rays that reach from the far object can be considered as parallel rays. The rays that reach the eye from the far object get refracted through the lens and converge to the retina, marking the image on it. Ray diagram for an image formed with a close object on the retina of the eye. The rays that reach from the close object can be considered as divergent rays. Here these rays are not parallel. The rays that reach the eye from the close object get refracted through the lens and converge into the retina, marking the image on it. Defects of vision. Two eye defects can be considered in vision. When the eyeball becomes short or long, and when is unable to adjust the focal length of its lens to a desired level. First one is long sight, second one is short sight. Here you can see an eye with a long sight, and here you can see a picture with a short sight. Let's talk about long sight. A person having this defect is able to see far objects clearly, but close objects become unclear. Able to see far objects clearly, but close objects become unclear. So we can see far objects, that's why it's called long sight. This happens because of the inability to increase the curvature of the eye lens or the eyeball being too short. This defect can be corrected by using a convex lens. Here you can see focal point is behind the retina. We can correct this long sight by using a convex lens. Let us look at how the vision of the person suffering from long sight takes place. The person can focus the rays coming from a distant object on the retina to form a sharp image so that he can see distant object clearly. This is the healthy eye. You can see a picture of a healthy eye. The light rays from the nearby object cannot be brought and focused on the retina to give a distant image. In this case, the image is formed behind the retina. As I told you, image is formed behind the retina. As the rays get focused behind the retina. You can see in this picture, image is formed behind the retina, so we can't see the object clearly. Correcting the long sight. This defect can be corrected by using a convex meniscus lens, as I told you. The convex meniscus lens receives the light rays and converges them. The eye lens converges the rays again to focus the image at the retina. Here you can see a convex lens correcting the long sight. Short sight. A person sees nearby objects clearly while distant objects appear blurred. Nearby objects clearly while distant objects appear blurred. So when you are suffering from long sight, you can't see near objects. In short sight, you can see near objects and distant objects appear blurred. This defect arises because of the inability to reduce the curvature of the eye lens or due to the elongation of eyeball. This defect can be corrected by using a concave lens. You can see focal point is in front of the retina. Let us look at how the vision of the person suffering from short sight takes place. The rays coming from a close object can be focused on the retina, so the close objects can be seen clearly. This is the figure of a healthy eye. The rays coming from distant objects are focused in front of the retina. So the image of the distant object is formed in front of the retina and cannot be seen clearly. So I told you it focused in front of the retina. So it cannot be seen clearly. Correcting short sight. This defect can be corrected by using concave meniscus lenses. The rays from the object are divergent through the concave meniscus lenses and the eye lens converge them to a point on retina to make the image clear. You can see concave lens here. So the focal point get on retina. Let's see what is binocular vision and stereoscopic vision. The eyes of human, monkey, Vilava, chimpanzee, gorilla, and loris are located in front position of the skull. So there is a greater chance of seeing the same area with both eyes. You can see eyes are located in front position of the skull. Mammals such as cattle, dog, tiger have no ability to look at the same area using both eyes, but they can have the ability to look more areas separately using each eye, because the eyes are not located in front of the skull. So what is this binocular vision? The ability to maintain visual focus on an object with both eyes, creating a single visual image. Both eyes creating a single visual image is known as binocular vision. The human has a broad range of binocular vision. You can see a range of binocular vision of man and range of binocular vision of dog. Here 140 degrees and 60 degrees. So you can confirm human has more range of binocular vision. Due to the binocular vision, human has got the stereoscopic vision and the ability to determine the distance of an object. Stereoscopic vision means the ability of eye to determine the depth of an object or the height of it. Ability to determine the depth of an object or the height of the object. Eye diseases. There are two common eye diseases identified at present. They are cataract and glaucoma. Here you can see eye with cataract. You can see eye with glaucoma. Let us discuss about cataract. A cataract is a cloudiness or opticality in normally transparent crystalline lens of the eye. It happens because of denaturing of proteins in the eye lens. Then eye lens turn into milky color. You can see lens of a healthy eye is transparent. The lens of a diseased eye is not transparent. Cataract prevents the light rays coming from an object focusing properly on the retina. Then all the objects are seen blurred. Lens of a healthy eye, it's focusing properly. A lens of diseased eye is preventing the light rays coming from an object focusing properly on the retina. So you can't see objects clearly when you are suffering from cataract. Generally, cataract may occur with age and genetic factors. It is believed that ultraviolet rays reach the earth through holes of the ozone layer affect towards the occurrence of cataracts in eye. You can see a healthy eye sees an object clearly. A diseased eye sees objects blurred. Second disease, glaucoma. Glaucoma is a disease that gradually reduces the visual range of the eye and leads to blindness due to the damage of the optic nerve. By detecting at the first stage, further increase of glaucoma can be controlled. Glaucoma is usually the result of high blood pressure inside the eye. A person with diabetes has an increased risk of developing glaucoma. The damage caused to the eye from this disease cannot be reversed again. In the figure A, B, C, and D shows how a glaucoma patient loses his vision gradually. Healthy eye sees object clearly in figure B, first stage of glaucoma. Middle stage of glaucoma in figure C. Final stage of glaucoma in figure D leads to vision loss or blindness. Precautionary measures should be followed to prevent eye problems and possible defects of the eye. Such precautionary are given below. Those precautionary can be used to protect eye infections. Protect your eyes from harmful light rays. Do not look at the sun directly at a solar eclipse, and necessary safety methods should be used to look at the sun in such situations. Be sure to wear safety glasses when do welding. Do not use eye drops or any other liquids into the eye without medical advice. Do not use someone else's spectacles. When using sunglasses, follow medical advices. Should care for personal hygiene. Do not watch television or use computers continuously and follow relevant precautionary measures. Okay, we completed our second lesson, Eye and Ear, Part 1 in Grade 9 Science. If you like my videos, click subscribe button and the bell button under the video. And also don't forget to watch Eye and Ear Part 2 lesson. Thank you.